Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike with SmartOptionTrading.com. It's Wednesday, the 2nd of May. This is your morning setups video. So we have a lot going on today. So let's just dive right into it. Futures on the ES are flat. We're fairly flat on the Qs, except we're going to have a big gap up from the close on the Qs. And let's go into the difference here. So on the SPY, you can see here, big flat, closed right here, pretty much flat. IWM is pretty much flat. The Qs are going to gap up, right? Based on Apple's earnings, we're going to get a nice size gap up on the Qs. Now, my one warning to you is the last time we did this was last Friday, and we got this massive sell-off at the 50-day. Guess what? We're not too far from that same location. 5-day, 30-minute chart. I don't know why it's being so difficult. Sometimes I hate when it does like this. Okay, there. So right here was our high. We're not going to be too far off of that here on the open, just a little bit. See how we handle this, right? Do we do what we did last time? Do we, gap and crap, or do we hold and try to go here and push this time? We also have the Fed today with their 2 o'clock announcement. They're meeting for 2 days, and we get their announcement on rate hike or not in their language. The last time we got this, we sold off as well, right? That was back in here. That was this day. Sorry, that was this day right here. So open it up nice and big for you on the SPY. That was this candle right here. That was the last Fed meeting. So we have a lot going on today, a lot to be careful of. Typically, Fed days are busy early, and then around noon, they die until after the 2 o'clock announcement. And then the first move is often wrong or misdirection. We saw that the last Fed meeting. They pushed us up and then sold us off the rest of the afternoon to the close. So please be careful today. Today is a day to exercise caution unless you're quick. If you're quick and you're scalping, go to town. Have a blast. Be good. You know what to do. Put your stops in place. Don't let things go against you. So let's focus on where we are today. Let's go and start looking at some stuff. So first of all, overnight, crude, pretty much flat, a little bit down, not doing much. No big worries here right now. Crude is just kind of doing its thing. It's holding this upper area. We'll worry about it later on. Bonds will get more movement in today direction, rolling back over here again slowly. But, if the Fed doesn't raise and they're not overly hawkish, these things will probably go. I have no real position on bonds right now ahead of the Fed. And Bitcoin is still crying. It's waffling around here. It's creating a nice little upper flag, waiting to see if it can get going. Why do I watch Bitcoin? I watch it because I'm watching the blockchain names. And if Bitcoin gets hot, a lot of those names will get hot. AMD can get hot. NVIDIA can get hot, etc. All right, so today it's really all about this. Apple, great earnings, good guidance, $100 billion back. Gotta love it. What's interesting is somebody pointed out last night on Twitter that in the first quarter they bought back over $22 billion in stock, and the stock's only up 0.33% on the year. So buyback puts a floor under it, but doesn't necessarily mean the stocks can go up. That said, in the next 24 hours or so, the buyback program will turn back on and they'll start buying stock back again. They have not been buying it back through this dip. We tend to see this a lot in Apple. When the buyback program's off, the stock is weak. So look for the stock to get strong, see how it handles. If it can get going here, and it looks like it wants to try to at least test 178, right, it's going to be all the way up here. Right, it's going to gap up, having filled this gap this morning. That's what it's looking like it's going to do. And it's going to be a stone's throw from the 183. Apple can get fuel today. It's been beaten up. There's a lot of names that are underinvested in this name now. See how it plays. If this name is strong, play it. Grab something. Try something with it. Watch some of the other names in the sector that may move because of this now. Facebook's gapping up nicely, right? If you're still with me in next week's calls, don't let them go red again. All right, we're going to be right around the 200-day here. This has been a very tough stock. We've made money on it this week, but it has not been easy. We're going to open up right into the 200-day. If we can get above here, look for a run to the top of the gap. If we get up to the top here and try to go, and then at this point we can sell or figure out what we want to do there. So Facebook may try to go. All right, Netflix may try to be good. Netflix has been holding okay since earnings. Kind of no power, nothing going on here, holding the 50-day. Right, so right now dips to the 50-day right here and the 21-day, which are together. So I'm going to blow this up so you can see this, are buyable. If it can get above the 8-day here, maybe it can run. We don't need that gap anymore. The gap is no longer in existence. Get rid of that. So it gets above this 8-day and holds. Again, holds, right? We're not holding it. That's the difference. You want to hold. You got to print. So really what you're looking for now is a break of this area. Really a break of this candle. This candle right here right now is in control of these two pivots right here, which is around, let's just give you an exact number. Open, close, high. Where is it? Around 320-ish. 320. 318, yeah, around 320. You need to move over 320 with volume to really get this thing out. So that's what you need to see on Netflix. We're currently down around 314, not gapping up that much. Google may try to move on this. Remember, Facebook has the second part of their Developers Day today as well. Amazon went from looking like it was filling this gap to moving back up off the 8-day. It looks strong. Tesla has earnings tomorrow night. We have Square has earnings tonight after the close. So careful with this name. You got Citron in that short and trying to get it to go down. Banks are showing no signs of life. Be careful. If they pop on the Fed, be careful because that's what they did last time and they yanked. So be careful. The banks are showing no love. That said, if you're a long-term investor, I like this spot. I have a couple plays. I have some Bank of America and Wells Fargo Chase calls down here. This is a good area to start trying to look at the banks. You know, long term, not a swing trade or day trade, but more of a long term investment spot. It's a good spot on it. XLE has gotten weak. Big hammer candle yesterday back to the 8-day, but again, I'm getting a little worried here. I've lightened up considerably. So I sold my will for a 55% profit on my common. I sold my XLE up about 10% or so. I sold yesterday. I had covered rig into earnings, and I covered my short of it, and from 0.41 to 16 cents, took profits there, and still holding my rig. Any weakness in the energy sector, I'll be coming back for more, but for right now, I'm being careful there with that. So Apple has upgrades this morning. Not a lot of upgrades down there this morning. Ulta got a downgrade at Loop Capital this morning. Generally doesn't move much pre-market. See how it handles that. It's had a nice little run here. May need to digest. EL had earnings, which were good. We'll see how it handles that. EL tentatively raised guidance, but ran a lot, so maybe a little tired here as well. CAT will be on my radar again today. CAT's on my radar because that call buyer didn't hold out. Now, it's got to clear this 144.70 area. It's got to get through it for me to really want to get into it. Nice reversal candle yesterday off the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Really nice look on that one. Like the way that acted. When they did buy those calls on the September calls, they buying them from 11.70 through 13 bucks. Nice wake up candle on Win yesterday. Here's your high of 194. Watch to see if it can get out here. It may try to get going. Win looks good. MGM, on the other hand, is not looking good for us down here. We have to August, but I'm not happy with that position at all. May pull the plug. If you like unusual option activity, Terra, huge buying in Teradata yesterday. They were buying the, now I got to go find it. There it is. Nope, lost it. There it is. They're buying the June 33 calls, almost 4,500 of them. That's big for this name. Somebody's trying to come in here and play. Another name to watch again is Starbucks. There's a rumor of an analyst, activist, investor getting involved in this. It popped but didn't do much after that. Careful with this name. I don't know if I trust it, but they were buying calls on it. And I like Abby. I am long Abby, June 115 and 110 calls on this pop. You have a nice gap here. This is a gap play. So I bought time, small positions, but time to see if we can get a fill on this. So you got a gap that can run. This thing can really start to get going here. Other than that today, guys, I'm going to be cool, play the action. Remember, early on, busy, later on, slower, and we'll see where things go from there. Hope everybody's doing good. If you like what I'm talking about here, pay me a visit, smartoptiontrading.com. You can click on Find Out More. Real-time option flow, morning setup videos. I go live every morning from 9 to 9:30. We do videos every evening recapping the day's session and what's good and what's not moving forward. We do a subscriber webinar every Thursday. Oh, yeah, and most of all, real-time option flow. We go over that all day long, posting that news, trades that I'm doing, what I think is going on in the market. And when the market condition warrants, I go live in the day, and we'll stay live with you as needed. So if you like what I do, sign up. It's $25 for the first month. Renews at $100. Cancel anytime. And if you like it, give me a shot. You guarantee you won't be disappointed. You will get your money's worth out of that $25. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and I will catch you all for the open at 9 o'clock.